Years after the first Bentley Super Sports, the nameplate returns. And this time, Bentley deleted the rear seats, removed nearly half a ton of weight, and sent all 657 horsepower exclusively to the rear wheels. This is the 2027 Continental GT Supersports, the lightest Bentley in 85 years, and the first rear-wheel drive Continental in history. 666 devilish horsepower, sub 2-ton curb weight, and a codename that honors a woman who drove a Bentley solo for 24 hours at 90 miles per hour in 1929. Let's explore why this matters. Bentley has been building Grand Tourers since 1919, but the Supersports nameplate has appeared only 3 times before: 1925, 2009, and 2017. Each defined the ultimate performance expression of its era. But this 4th iteration takes a different approach. Previous Supersports chased top speed, 204 miles per hour, then 710 horsepower from a W12. The 2027 model targets something more visceral: driver engagement through weight reduction and rear-wheel drive dynamics. Born from a secret project codenamed Mildred after record-breaking racer Mildred Mary Peter, this is Bentley's CEO, Dr. Frank Stefan Vollis's first complete project since joining the company. And it's a declaration. Bentley is making extreme cars again. Look at that front end. The largest aerodynamic splitter ever fitted to a road-going Bentley, integrated into a completely redesigned lower bumper. 2 pairs of stacked carbon fiber dive planes at the corners work with the splitter to reduce front lift. New cooling channels feed air to the engine and those massive carbon ceramic brakes. The proportions remain Continental GT, but everything has been sharpened. Carbon fiber side sills run the length of the wheelbase. Behind the front wheels, new B-shaped fender blades manage airflow from the wheel arches. At the rear, a new diffuser integrated into an all-new bumper construction, and a one-piece fixed rear wing crowning the boot lid. These aren't aesthetic additions. Form follows function. Rigorously tested, nothing included just for appearance. Together, these aerodynamic pieces generate more than 300 kilograms of additional downforce compared to a Continental GT speed. The finishing touches? Carbon fiber wing mirrors, engine cover, and, crucially, a carbon fiber roof panel replacing the usual aluminum, saving weight while lowering the center of gravity. Open those doors, and Bentley has done something radical. They've removed the back seats entirely. In their place sits a precision-engineered carbon fiber tub wrapped in leather, integrating seamlessly into the cabin architecture. This isn't just weight savings, it's a philosophical statement. 2 seats only, driver and 1 passenger, maximum focus. The new sports seats sit lower in the car with increased lateral bolstering and carbon elements across the shoulder area. They retain 11-way electric adjustment and seat heating because this is still a Bentley, but the mission is clear. Lightweight, high-gloss carbon fiber veneers cover the panels. Leather blends with Dinamica, the latter applied to seat centers, door panels, and the headlining. Supersports embroidery and badging throughout, plus an individually numbered badge on the center console, reminding you that there only will be 500 handcrafted units. At the heart sits a strengthened 4.0-litre twin-turbo V8, stronger crankcase, uprated cylinder heads, larger turbos. The result? 666 horsepower, delivering the highest power density of any Bentley engine. Paired to a ZF 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, redeveloped with uprated clutches and new shift strategy. Gear changes are sharper, more responsive. The engine breathes through a full-length titanium exhaust developed with Akrapovic, tuned to amplify the cross-plane V8 note without artificial in-cabin enhancement. Deep, powerful, completely authentic. 0 to 62 miles per hour, 3.7 seconds. Top speed, about 192 miles per hour. But the headline figures aren't what matters most. It's how the Supersports behaves dynamically. For the first time in Continental GT history, excluding GT3 race cars, power feeds exclusively to the rear wheels through an electronic limited-slip differential. The rear track is 16 millimeters wider than a standard Continental GT. The ELSD works with torque vectoring by brake to make turn-in razor-sharp and maximize traction. Rear-wheel steering is retained for agility and stability. Braking comes from the largest automotive braking system in the world. 440 mm carbon silicon carbide discs up front, clamped by 10 piston calipers, 410 mm discs with 4 piston calipers at the rear. Here's what makes the Supersports historically significant. It's the lightest Bentley in 85 years, weighing under 2,000 kilograms, nearly half a ton lighter than the standard Continental GT. The first Supersports launched in 1925, based on the 3-litre uprated engine, shorter, lighter chassis, first Bentley exceeding 100 miles per hour. Only 18 were built, establishing the rarity that defines Supersports. The 2009 revival hit 204 miles per hour, became the first 2-seat Continental variant, and dropped 100 kilograms. The 2017 successor generated 710 horsepower from a W12, the most powerful Bentley ever. They built 710 specimens to match the power output. This 2027 model takes a different direction. Not top speed obsession, but maximum driver engagement through extreme weight reduction and a non-hybrid, pure internal combustion powertrain, in an era rushing toward electrification. Bentley CEO Dr. Walliser says it clearly. The new Supersport signifies a return to Bentley making more extreme cars, ones that combine extraordinary breadth of ability with true driver engagement, while remaining pieces of automotive artwork unique and bespoke to each customer. With only 500 specimens planned, each individually numbered, this is exclusivity grounded in purpose, not artifice. Critics will argue Bentley is chasing a market that wants Porsche dynamics with Bentley luxury, a compromise that satisfies neither camp fully. Rear-wheel drive is radical for Bentley, but standard for every serious sports car. Yet Bentley isn't trying to build a Porsche. They're building the most driver-focused Bentley possible, and that distinction matters. This isn't about lap times, it's about whether a Grand Tourer can engage without sacrificing the craftsmanship that defines Bentley. Feeling extreme, yet refined. Aggressive, yet luxurious. Engaging, yet controlled. The Supersports represents a philosophy becoming rare. That luxury performance doesn't require all-wheel drive safety nets or hybrid complexity. 100 years after Mildred Mary Petter drove a Bentley solo for 24 hours at 90 miles per hour, Bentley honors her fearless spirit with a car that pushes boundaries through subtraction, not addition. Lighter, focused, 2 seats, rear-wheel drive. The 2027 Bentley Continental GT Supersports won't be the fastest Bentley ever built, but it might be the most important, because it proves Bentley can make extreme driver-focused cars without losing their identity. So here's my question. In an era racing toward electrification and all-wheel drive security, do we need more luxury brands willing to build rear-wheel drive, lightweight, 2-seat machines? Or is Bentley building a masterpiece for a market that no longer exists? If you believe luxury and engagement can coexist, subscribe.